Yeah, enough of that shit. Okay.
What in the fuck is going on?
I have no excuse. It's easy to
Am I in the right place? Have I clicked on the right link?
Yes, we did.
I'm just going to check on Facebook. Give me a minute. Dear God, don't do that again.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Lead us in, man. Lead us in.
All right, I'm trying to make sure everything's working, dude. Get off me early, damn it. Okay.
Oh my God, this is as quiet we've ever been on live.
Yeah, well, it's live.
I'm busy.
The pressure's building.
I'm waiting for the hammer to fall.
Yes, we are actually live. Jerry is supposed to be showing up here at some point. We'll find out. Anyway, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 13 of The Padded Room.
Yay!
We need cue cards. We really
That's
got
gotta
the applause in the audience cards.
I wasn't sure what to do.
Just jump in there.
All right, well, okay, with us as always, Dungeon Daniel Bell, Jack Childress, our UK correspondent, Mr. Rick Fleet,
Yay!
Jennifer Amato, and Jason Ashton in the same room. If that's not a sure sign of the apocalypse.
Yep.
The question is, do we preemptively remove 4 wheels from the train?
Yes.
Just on that.
They're
Give us a
stacked up over there.
handicap.
Yeah,
They're
it's,
over there.
Stop at 4.
Good call.
I want to try and make it till 10 before we go off the
Oh,
rails
God.
completely, but
Jerry Weaver is apparently fashionably late. And also with us is, I'm going to make sure I say this, Damon Manx.
You got it. Hey.
All right.
that's an awesome name.
It is
That's
an awesome name. I freaking love
Now,
it.
here's the question. Is that the name on your birth certificate?
No, it isn't.
I didn't think so.
Who could be named so? Yeah, my parents were not nearly that cool to name me that.
No, tell me about it. Look at mine. Thanks, Mum. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
I
Hey, it
wonder
could
what
be
the,
worse. You could have been named like Peebo or Shanae.
Abigail Butterworth.
That's actually not bad.
I was going to say, is there some deep secret from the past there, Dad?
Maybe.
The one that got away, bud. I know it.
Uh-huh. So anyway, in honor of our,
What are we talking about this week?
I'm trying to say it, dude. All right, so in honor of our 13th episode, we're going to be discussing curses and superstition. So I will start with the most famous superstition of all, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
The origin of it is that on Friday the 13th in the year 1307, the French king Philip IV, also called Philip the Fair, no, history
Philip
isn't
the Fair.
ironic at all.
Plus, he's French.
Yes,
Yeah.
owed the Knights Templar a shitload of money and decided he didn't want to pay it. So he had them all arrested and, burned at the stake and shit. And he got the Pope Clement the Fifth to agree to it all. And that's where Friday the 13th came from. It was a very bad day for the Knights Templar.
So wait, was
Just
he wearing a
gonna throw
hockey
it out
mask when
there.
he did the burning?
Can we do the same with like credit card companies and people we owe money to in the banks?
That's a good idea.
I'm down with that.
If it worked 700 years ago, I'm just saying, maybe it's time to bring it back.
I'm talking.
There's a lot of shysters out there making a lot of money off of us.
And there he is.
Hey!
Hey!
For Jerry no, it's Beaver. What's up, dude?
Oh, we can have so
Hello,
much fun
everybody.
with that name.
God.
Just
Hey,
stop.
what's up?
Just stop.
Yes,
Jack,
Stop
take
touching
another
yourself.
2 wheels off of the train, please.
yes.
Pew, pew.
This is
Hey,
Jerry
little man.
and the bug.
Oh, we got a child present. Everyone be cool.
Don't.
Let's not go scarring. Let's not go scarring the youth of the future.
That's right.
That's
Now, Jerry and I served on the same ship together. You know, it's been 28 years since the last time we saw each other.
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh.
Wow.
Damn, I feel old.
oh yeah.
Feel? How do you just feel old?
That's a bit cold there, Jack. Come on, man.
Yeah,
It's
damn.
only 10. It's only 9:10.
Hey, is
Come on.
the sassafras still in the fleet?
No, it's I don't know.
Decommissioned?
No.
Is it razor blades or did we send it off to Africa?
We
You know?
sold it to Nigeria.
I'm sorry. You've got to put up with that, Jason.
And the last picture I saw of it, it was a rust bucket.
Oh, damn.
Really?
Yeah.
That's got to be disheartening to see your ship like that.
Yep. Now,
What's the operational life on a sort of Coast Guard vessel generally?
Yeah, it was.
go ahead.
Oh, it varies. I was what they call the deck 8.
Oh, I think we got some feed issues.
Yeah, it's getting
You're not having poor signal.
Here's a little background information. The first time I did anything remotely like this was on the Sassafras. Every ship has what's called a morale committee. I'm sure the squids have something similar, Dan.
Yeah.
It's to keep the crew from getting too surly on prolonged deployments. So anyway, the morale committee on Sassafras decided that I would start doing a weekly news broadcast called the Sass News. Mind you, I had nothing to do with that decision. I wasn't even in the room when it was made. I was on watch. They decided it. They volunteered me. So if you guys want to blame anybody, blame them.
You mean voluntold?
Voluntold.
But Weaver was a part of that, most famously, dressed in a hard hat, goggles, and a sign saying he wasn't wearing any pants.
I mean,
If you haven't got a sign, how are people going to know though?
yeah. I mean,
I was the nautical.
It's just I'll walk around all the time with a sign like that.
All I would say was hi.
Random dog sighting.
Keep the rest of
Hey, puppy!
He heard that. Holy crap.
Yeah, he was looking. Oh, gorgeous.
Dog's going, oh shit, it's Ricky Fleet. Put me down, Dad.
He literally has no hair.
Oh.
That's a tan.
I'm starting to feel him on that one, mate. Although I'm less cute.
Oh my God.
Well, speaking of no hair, Damon.
Your turn.
I am wearing pants, by the way, although they are somebody else's.
Oh,
Okay.
there's got to be a story there.
You know how many times being in law enforcement we hear these ain't my pants, bro?
I don't know how these pants. Those are somebody else's drugs in these pants.
Yeah.
Where'd the beef go?
So anyway, give us a curse, give us a superstition, say something.
I got one. I'll try to get it in before I crash again. I don't know what the hell's going on all of a sudden. My big thing is gambling. Never bet for or against your team. Ever. because you're automatically going to screw yourself. Don't do it. That's my big
Heroes
superstition.
about that one, yep.
You got, and I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan, by
Yeah.
the way. And Damon Manx is wearing pants, by the way.
Yes.
It's good to know. The audience was going to question that, so it just
I am
the
this.
chat.
I am this week.
I like to
Usually-
take the guesswork out of it too, for anybody who was wondering, I am wearing pants.
It'd be interesting to know about the gambling. If anybody's actually done any kind of numbers, like through the bookies, to see if, like a sizable volume of money that hasn't, been put through like the mafia and fixed, as it like proves either way whether, that's actually a sort of true or just whether it's your terrible luck, Jack.
Most likely it's my terrible luck. Like I said,
Well-
I'm not really a big believer in a lot of, the weird supernatural effects that things can have on life, and all that. Doesn't really kind of jive with me. But historically, if I have ever made the mistake of betting on or against my own team, I bite it for it. It just
I'm the same.
Things
If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all.
There you go.
exactly.
At least I got something,
No, I live in Vegas, so of course I know nothing at all about gambling.
Not at all. Not there.
Hang on. Hold up. No.
Yeah.
Flag
I've
on the
always been
plate.
fascinated by the what's the word for it? The like where they blow on the dice, or where they've got their own.
Traps.
Yeah, not the system behind it, or their belief in like shaking it one hand to the other or blowing on the dice. I've always been fascinated by the in films and stuff. I've never been to Vegas. I'd end up losing my house. But yeah, it's always fascinated me how people and then throw the dice and think it's going to make any difference when the odds are heavily against you.
I've been at a craps table where guys, usually older guys, will actually like pull their bets back if a lady came to the table and started playing. And then I see it on the other hand too, where it's like, oh, if a lady starts rolling the dice, everybody start betting heavier. So, I think it's two trains of thought. Which way do you go? Yeah, I think that's that. I don't know where the whole blowing on the dice thing came from, but
I don't even know if it's a thing or whether it's just in films that are shown over here. Every film, like in a casino with a craps table, it is, and then they throw it.
Maybe it just looks cool.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, just so I can embarrass my cousin James a little bit. Chances are, if he were to go to Vegas, he would love to have Jennifer standing beside him while he's rolling his dice. Just saying.
Thank you, James.
Man's got good taste. But just
with love, cuz.
Just jumping back to the Friday the 13th, same thing again. Do you think it's the fear that causes people to have accidents? The in the back of their mind, the subconscious, like this is a really unlucky day.
Yeah, they're
I just stacked it into in terms of it just being another day.
They're calling it into being.
Yeah, like we said, we call it talking it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking it up. Whenever, like even on a full moon, everybody says, "Oh, it's a full moon. People are going to go crazy." Blah blah blah. We do that even in law enforcement. Oh, it's a full moon.
Mm-hmm.
Booking's about to be full, and it is because we just talked it up and we just manifested this insane night. And a lot of people use it as, oh, well, this isn't my fault because the moon was full and I was unsupervised. There wasn't an adult around, something.
I've used that multiple occasions.
Yeah.
It's never worked, but
I agree. I agree that it is, a lot of it is talking up. And a lot of people, it's just, it's called a superstition because it can't be proven, but it can't be disproven.
The inverse of that is also true. I have found that the only time I win is when I don't give a rat's ass whether or not I do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
If I go there planning on winning, forget it. I lose my ass.
Find that hard to believe, Jeff.
I've never had a problem with Friday the 13th, although, you know, we've got some law enforcement here. I have a little bit of experience with law enforcement as well, and except
What side of the bars?
the
I was about to say,
inside
we're
of the
going that
bars,
way.
actually. So
Oh,
the
dear.
one time I was arrested was on Halloween, actually.
No.
And so,
No pants.
I was wearing someone else's pants at the time. I don't really know how that got in those pants. Although I couldn't explain it.
And where the hell the Lindbergh baby came from?
My
The Bermuda
biggest,
Triangle. It's all right here.
so you know what? When I ended up in the county jail, I instantly got the job as the ODR cook, and I'm like, oh man, I'm living life large here. You know, everybody wants to eat my quesadillas. You know,
you can charge people all the ramen noodles you can get.
Oh man, I was living in honey buns and hot pickles and
yes.
But you know, here I made the mistake of bragging about it.
Oh.
And my biggest superstition is if you talk about what you got, you're guaranteed to lose that in a heartbeat.
Yes.
And I got caught like the next week for making hooch in the kitchen. And
you're supposed to hide that up in the ceiling so that nobody can see it because we don't check the ceiling.
Yeah, but they do now.
I thought that you didn't check under the dishwasher either, but you know.
Freaking narc.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Yeah, so I don't like to talk about like good fortune or like, you know, hey, I just landed, this book is coming out or this thing is coming out. Like until it happens, man, I don't want to talk about it because I feel like it's going to get snatched up. But since then, I'm on the good side of the bars too.
Who's a good boy?
Yeah.
Oh.
For now.
Well, hanging out with this group right here, we can't make you any promises going forward. Just saying.
No.
Nope. And Halloween's coming again.
It is.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is
Well,
true.
that's a good time to a little bit of background business. On Saturday, November 12th. Yes, Saturday, November 12th, the day after Veterans Day. We are going to do an all-day event on the written universe in D. Cooper's world.
It's guaranteed to go wrong.
To celebrate authors who are veterans.
Nice.
So I've already got David Simpson lined up.
Oh,
so
big time.
Man, he's coming, but he's in his secret bunker location somewhere in the wilds of Georgia. So he's going to be voice only.
That's because he's really in Walmart. Using the free Wi-Fi, doesn't want anybody to know.
No, he's actually speeding down Highway 10 doing the cannonball again.
In an up-armored Mustang, by the way.
That's right. That is right. So, okay, Dungeon Dan.
Yeah.
Superstitions, curses. Give it to us.
I'm not really superstitious. Can't really think of anything that bothers me on that, but curses, that's pretty interesting. I've always been a fan of the Curse of King Tut, or actually the whole, you dig up anybody from back then, you're going to have like a horrible anal leakage type of,
disturbing the grave.
Yeah.
You don't even need to be cursed for that.
Yeah, just eat a bunch of Lays, like you'll be fine.
Poor dietary choices.
He just had to go for the anal leakage.
I did.
The entire panoply of physical maladies.
We're not even 20 minutes in.
And you had to go for the anal leakage.
It's a real thing.
We need to get another wheel knocked off. I think Jack just got up to try to catch it.
While I'm drinking.
I want to hear more about this anal leakage.
Well, it starts like this, and you must have a lot
Now
of
while
underwear.
he's drinking.
I like how he just gets the cheese balls out. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to listen to this."
Damn it, I almost bought those. Those look so good too.
Oh, shit. I finished them before you got here.
God damn it!
Here comes
Give
the
us a
juice.
bit more on it, Dan. I mean, there have been loads of deaths and mystery surrounding the, the archaeologists that found it, isn't there?
Yeah,
Well,
but a lot of these things is proved.
Myths,
Yeah.
lies, bullshit.
yeah,
it can be coincidence.
one guy died because he got
Anal leakage.
stung. He got severe anal leakage, and just dehydration was horrible. And the dry cleaning bill was just, it killed him.
Right.
It's how I want to go if I get the choice.
But he got stung by a mosquito, which happens in that neck of the woods, and died like 6-8 weeks later from anal leakage or diphtheria or
It's our new word. This is anal leakage. This
whatever
episode brought to you by
from.
anal leakage.
And then it talks about the guy who financed Howard Carter. He died like 3 years later.
Of anal
And
leakage.
then some other guy died like 6 months after he left the site. And it's like people die.
Yeah, and it could just be coincidence. But I always thought, like, what if they opened it up and they did a total Tomb Raider poof of smoke, and it was really just the decomposed gases that killed you,
Mm-hmm.
But I never heard of anybody opening up a sarcophagus, crawling out of the hole, melting, going, "Don't, done."
No, that's when you open the Ark of the Covenant. That's what happens.
Yes.
That's when you melt.
Well, now remember there was that one family that they bought the house and they were building themselves a pool out back, and the next thing you know, their kid gets sucked away, and then there's skeletons coming out in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a great documentary. I was really into
it's because they moved the tombstones, not the bodies.
Not the body.
You can't do that. If you're gonna move it all. And I'm talking dirt, rocks, all of it.
But the little girl died, didn't she? Quite soon after.
She did.
Oh, yeah.
The older sister too.
Yeah, some of the other cast died as well.
Yeah,
that's mental.
She was the little girl was very sick.
Oh, was she?
There's the curse of poltergeist. There's
the curse of
the exorcist. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was anal leakage.
Watching those shows.
There's anal leakage.
Yeah, everywhere.
I saw a documentary a few weeks ago on the Hope Diamond, and that supposedly carried a curse with it as well, except that the curse was complete bullshit. It was a story told by the guy who owned Tiffany's because he was trying to sell this big honking fucking diamond to some rich chick. So he told her a story, and she's like, "Oh yeah, here, take my money."
Right.
I thought the old lady threw it in the ocean at the end.
Yeah, thanks for wasting our time, woman.
No kidding.
Well, the big thing about all that, though, what everybody kind of keeps forgetting about is the dead giveaway that proved that was totally false. Was it should have been anal leakage, but what it actually was claimed to be was a very rapid penile drip.
That sounds even worse. I ain't touching it.
Yeah, that was a dead giveaway.
I think it'd be worse if it was a prolonged penile drip.
Don't listen, little
with prolapsed anus. Which caused anal leakage.
I keep towels around just in case.
Directional, no less.
Never be too careful.
Wiggle that booty around.
Where's the conductor?
I'm telling you need a conductor hat for your dog.
We discussed that last episode. I'm planning on getting one for him.
Obviously, your dog is more of an adult than you are.
I have reached the point we're 13 episodes in. I have hit the point where if you can't beat them, fuck it, join them.
Join them.
All right, we broke him down.
He tried, in all honesty, he really did. Jack really tried to rein in the Written Undead podcast and be professional. He had a fucking jacket on and everything.
Woo!
Sweating my ass off.
Slick. Dude looks slick.
And then these two knuckleheads show up.
We got a reputation now, folks.
We have a reputation.
Uh-huh.
And then it
Works
don't
out
help
you
when
get it.
freaking Tim Brooks, the comment ninja, shows up, and of course you got Jeff lurking in the shadows. It was shots coming from every direction. I mean, all I could do was just.
He tried. I mean, in all fairness, he tried.
Ever the consummate professional, Jack.
Yeah,
Always.
he tried.
You just can't help your guests, I'm afraid. You did what you could.
No,
When you're working with that, you're pretty much undone from day one.
I resemble that remark.
You're fighting uphill the whole way.
No.
And my cousin loves your resemblance.
Are
Are you sure it's the cousin? You it's not projecting.
Your poor
this.
cousin.
Really,
Yeah.
He just
Do I
doesn't.
hear wedding bells?
He just doesn't know.
Yeah.
He
Like
just
if you want me to
Well,
talk
wait.
me out of it, I'll.
You can't be
He just
You know,
has no
to go to Ricky Bobby. You can't be double married.
clue.
You can't do that.
Does it depend on what state you're in?
Except in Utah.
In
Except
Utah,
in
you're
Utah.
There you go. Modern
Well, hell.
problems require modern solutions, Jack. Simple as that, son.
Dude, she's already in Arizona, so what's the difference? Arizona,
Yes.
Utah, I mean, hell, go.
Uh-oh.
Who the hell would want two wives?
So who is
I had
this?
one.
That's Weaver, by the way. He's having
Geez.
issues, so he's taking over the responsibilities of Comment Ninja.
Oh, yes.
Can we see about getting some like pharmaceutical sponsorship now? If it's good enough for Pfizer to do Colbert's show, that penis, surely we can get some money on air.
Seriously. There's got to be a drug for anal leakage.
There's got to be.
And
I'm gonna
penile drip.
There's a lot of drugs that cause it. That's for sure.
I'm
So
gonna
the
check
one that
Facebook. I
causes
bet
it
there's a group.
and one that cures it.
Cleavage.
Double bubble.
They've got boner pills, so they got to have something to take care of you.
Clamps down that
Your
asshole.
post-penile drip.
Oh dear. I'm sure you can get a suitably sized cork.
Wine cork should be just fine.
Those are called butt plugs.
I wouldn't know, Jack.
Oh, you get them in all kinds of different colors. And are we live?
Butt plugs.
Yes,
Anyway.
we are live.
Anyway,
Rated shit.
Yep.
I'm having internet trouble.
sorry, I had to adjust there a little bit. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Is the butt plug
I'm
getting
actually not starting any of this. She's just kind of.
Don't blame her,
I'm
Jason.
my own person.
It's because y'all switched places. That's what happened.
Because my name's right here.
Yeah.
You told me.
Yeah, well, swap up again. I liked Jennifer Aston better.
Yeah,
swear
it probably is.
I've got a
The
full
day-
tank of gas. All right, like,
I was gonna say the day that the two of us meet in person, we're just gonna be like, I'm gonna walk up with my hand out and shake it, and it's just gonna be, and that's gonna be it.
So I guess we're talking Kegel exercises for the butthole.
that's what I was thinking.
But
Like,
my son said it today. They're called butt kegels.
Penal
My
drip.
son
Sign
said
me
so.
up.
And that'd be Buggles, wouldn't it?
Yeah, buggles.
Buggles.
That's the
Start it, Jeff.
importance. That's the importance of this show. See, you wouldn't hear this stuff anywhere else.
Mm-mm.
So we're educating
With
the
good
public.
reason.
We are a
Informative.
living embodiment of a public service announcement.
That must be James. That must be James. Hi.
Just saying.
I think that'd be one of those like undoing the universe.
I think
moments.
you would kill yourself.
I've been trying this long. Come
In
on.
fact, Jennifer, take that goatee off and give it back to Jason. What are you doing?
Until y'all have been in the same room, don't no. No.
One of my
I think
life
I would.
goals is to avoid that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's happening. It's happening, buddy. I'm coming to you.
And
If
we
you
will
need
see-
somewhere to run to, Jack, flights to England are about $600.
Dude, I'll
got-
pay
I've got a-
$7.
Yeah, I've got a bedroom. You can crash here as long as you need to.
I'm not sure
Don't
that's
you
far
hide
enough
him
away.
because I'll come for you too.
She will
Oh,
find you.
God
Oh,
help me.
boy.
I have an exceptional set of skills.
Ooh, hey, cool. Unrelated note. I just got a notification from the Weather Channel said that I am now under a flood advisory. Yeehaw.
Oh yeah, fun shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Good
Again.
stuff.
Anal
I think-
flood?
Well, I think what it was, all this shit talking I've been doing today has caused me to get wiped out by the
Is
next
it
coming
your
of the
anal
ultimate flood.
linkage?
Yeah.
Look at you.
God is watching.
All
God
right, I'm
is
in home. I
watching,
gotta go get a drink.
and God is judging us.
Uh,
And we
He
have
shall
been
smite
found.
us.
We have
So-
been found wanting, heavily wanting.
So, Damon, I understand that, this is your first time getting to hang out with this ridiculous group of people, and I'm sure you didn't expect to get smited today, but it's what happens.
Guilt by association.
Someone had warned me that they said it was a whole new level of bullshit, but
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
I'm
Right
pleasantly
here.
surprised
Even
that it's
surprised.
even a bit more than that.
Even I'm surprised, and I'm here all the time.
Dan's the
Right.
cause of 73% of it.
Oh, I got up my game. That
I'm,
only
I'm
73.
actually speechless by all this.
He's
Yeah,
wondering
it's-
how he can secretly stop the recording and delete the podcast.
Anal fucking leakage. Come on.
Yeah, why'd you
We're
bring
only
that up?
13 episodes in. This is normally like episode 90 or so.
Not
Oh,
by
God. Can you imagine what that episode's going to be like?
I will be dead.
Yeah, don't forget, we're all being smited right now. So
Mm. Anyway.
decided to clean up a little bit. So
Ooh, there we go.
that's great.
yeah.
Love it.
I love
I
it.
wish I thought of that one.
I bet whoever he or she was quite tasty.
I had her with some fava beans and a
Love
lovely
it.
Oh my
All right,
God.
let's go. We need another
Get back
curse,
on
damn it.
track.
Hang on.
Get back on track.
Now, when you said curse, I
Superstitions.
thought you were going to ask us like to come up with like our favorite curse, like fart knocker or something like that. I didn't know like the curse
Okay.
of King Tut, but
I need to know this now. What's fart knocker?
Yeah.
it's just this euphemism from my childhood that I've always used, like fart knocker.
You fart knocker.
It's childish and it's intelligent and it's original.
And it's underused in today's society.
It is.
It's like
It is.
We need to bring it back.
Mm.
it's like douche canoe.
Douche
Oh,
canoe.
okay.
The two words together make no sense, but somehow it
It
works.
does.
It's poignant but unoffensive too.
It's because everybody's going, what? What the hell's a fart
Too
But
busy
knocker?
trying to
the
figure it
person knows that they've been burned as soon as you call them that. They
Oh,
know.
It's like
No
one I
walking
don't,
away
I don't
from
hear.
fart knocker.
One I don't hear enough is dildo shiner.
I have never heard that.
I think that's
I've never
regional.
heard that.
I think that's regional. Yeah, dildo
Don't
shiner is a
I
pretty good.
don't think
gonna
that's
have to
going to
do
make
that.
a comeback, Jack. I don't think that's going to be coming back anytime soon.
Well, then you need to apply yourself,
I
Ricky.
don't know.
Get to work.
I think you might need to
No.
apply yourself. I think that's a great one.
No.
So
Yeah, that's a first
fucker,
for
but
me.
You get in trouble for that one.
Like I
And
said,
hopefully the last as well.
that's
No,
from my
'cause
high
it
school.
applies to men and women. You can shine dildos on either.
What I do for cash on the weekend is nobody's business but my own.
All inclusive on tedious
Yeah.
labor.
Strap-ons.
We need to keep it on the down low because I do it for cash and the tax man doesn't know.
Exactly. I think
Now the UK the UK has a lot of very bizarre swear words, cursing.
Fairy?
Bizarre to American.
We're the
Bizarre to American
masters.
ears.
The problem is the accent makes them work sometimes, and it just doesn't work when Americans say them.
No.
No, it doesn't.
But
But
it's
when somebody in the British says it, it's awesome because you walk away going, I think I got complimented. It sounded awesome.
it's just 300 years of angst about you colonials breaking away from us.
You're still pissed off about this.
Still
I'm
mad.
still holding a smidgen of a grudge about it.
Okay, well, seriously, have you
Somebody's still
seen?
butthurt about the breakup letter.
I
But
know.
seriously, Ricky, have
Yeah,
you
but I
not
can
seen our
change. I
country
can
lately?
change. Sorry, Jack.
Go with that, Jack.
I was
where
going to
you're
say, have you not seen our country lately, Ricky? Do you really want us
Do you
back?
want us back?
I
Have
mean,
you
come on.
not seen our country?
That's
So
why
we're
we
gonna
left.
be toxic and dysfunctional together.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's the
not
best
bad.
kind of
I'm
relationship
all
right
about it.
there.
Let's give it another go.
Yeah. What's
Could
the
you
worst
imagine?
that could happen apart from nuclear apocalypse? Woo!
Right.
Oh,
Let's
come
get this
on.
shit started.
I'm looking
Get
out
it
my
on.
window. I'm looking out my window, and I think I just saw the dolphins all fly off the planet.
So I don't blame them either.
They're
I
like,
wouldn't
"Yep,
stay if I
hell's
had
about
the
to break loose.
choice.
We're done."
Yeah, laters. And I was going to try and imitate the noise they make, but I'll just embarrass myself, so I won't.
Well, hell, I'll just throw this in there because I'm, feeling good right now. That's, how you get a woman to talk like a dolphin, flip her over, and
Oh dear.
You know,
Oh, I'm all red.
I don't get paid enough for this. I really don't.
you know, this
living. Go ahead.
conversation reminds me of a joke I really got to tell.
Oh
So a
God,
girl-
go
girl
with it.
walks into a sex shop and she's like, I need something extra special. The guy's like, I got it. I've got a magic dildo on the shelf. She's like, magic dildo? I've never
I
even
want
heard
one
of
of those.
something. Exactly. Who wouldn't? So he goes, hold on, check this out. Holds out his hand. He goes, magic dildo, my hand. Thing jumps off the shelf and starts going to town on his hand. And she's like, I'll take that magic dildo right now.
Hell yeah.
Put it in the bag. So he puts it in the bag and she's driving home. She goes, magic dildo, my hoo-ah. Magic dildo jumps out as she's driving and starts going to town on her. And she's driving off the road, just loving this magic dildo. Cop sees her, pulls her over. He goes, ma'am, do you have any idea how fast you were driving? She's like, officer, I can explain. I just got a magic dildo. He goes, magic dildo, my ass.
And that's how he got anal leakage.
And that's it, everybody. Great show today. We'll
Yeah.
see you next
Bye. Bye.
We have broken the internet.
Yes.
And it only
I've
took
literally
40
got
minutes.
tears in my eyes right now. I am literally freaking crying over here.
The
So
train's
is that a
already
curse
lost.
or a superstition, the magic dildo?
The train has already lost all of
That
its
could be
wheels.
Or is it a
Little boat.
curse? It was a curse for the cop anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you guys, but we're
Good
literally just
time was
standing
not
on the side of the tracks right now. The train's left. The train's like, fuck y'all,
When,
I'm out.
when are the engineers turning up to get us back on the rails, Jack? 2 weeks' time?
At best.
Yeah.
We're gonna
You know,
get
figure
probably
out
like
Oh my
a
god.
week of
Time.
therapy, a week of recovery, and then maybe we get picked up.
And then the rest of our lives of a why bother.
Pretty much.
Well, I have a superstition slash curse that I would like to discuss.
Go.
Voodoo
For God's
dolls.
sake. Ooh.
Yeah.
Me personally, I have actually activated voodoo dolls.
That explains the pain.
Not on you.
God damn it.
Not on you.
No.
And actually not on you.
Oh.
It was
No, it's somebody
Not
else
me.
on you, Ricky.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
gonna-
A
There's
couple
like
of other
18
people.
people doing it.
Yeah, a couple of other people who I have activated voodoo dolls on, and it has worked.
You need to
So-
go
Still on
deeper
your
than
good
that. Come
side.
on.
Yeah,
But
we need
have-
more
Maybe we'll explain
information.
one of those.
Have you caused voodoo leakage?
I am not.
Inquiring
good
minds
one.
want to
We
know.
need to know.
No, they don't.
I'm ashamed to actually say that was one thing I did not think of.
Oh, damn it.
However, I still have more voodoo dolls I need to activate. You guys are giving me ammunition.
Okay, God.
Oh.
When you first said
I love you,
guys,
Jen.
I went, oh crap.
I know,
You know, I was
Ricky.
like, well, easy. So where do you stick the pin for that?
You
No
know what
pin.
the
I would
pin
think
goes.
it's obvious.
No pins.
Oh, come on. You've got to give us more than that. I am
It's
deeply
the magic
intrigued
dildo.
now.
Okay, all right.
The
So
magic
currently, I have a doll hanging from a bush in Arizona.
Whose bush?
Yeah,
Not
I was
mine.
about to say.
An outside tree bush.
Okay.
Um,
Clarification. So
this doll, it has to do with a family member's boss who is a total see you next Tuesday to her. So I have the eyes covered to blind her from seeing anything coming her way. You stuff her head full of you can do all sorts of things to these dolls. It's a regular Barbie doll. Looks like this person. And then you do all these things to this doll that would signify whether it's bubble guts, whether it's sticky.
I love bubble
like-
guts.
Oh yeah, because you never know if it's a fart or a shit. Just saying.
Not to interrupt, but after 30, don't trust them anyway.
Never trust anything anyway. So
No.
bubble guts are good. You stick cotton in her head or some kind of like pillow filler in the head to kind of create a cloudiness in the mind so that they can't ever make up their mind. You can do anything to these dolls. Symbolistically, Jesus Christ.
It's not even a word.
I must be drunk.
I'm going to use it.
Symbolism on these dolls is represented by drawings and or things that are put inside the doll. And then I hung the doll out in the elements so that this person would feel all the heat, all the nasty, because it's monsoon season right now in Arizona. So they're getting a shit ton of rain. So I hang it and they're feeling just everything coming down on them right now. And it really there's a spell that you say to activate it. You give it a death date, and then once the death date's over, you have to dispose of it properly. But this kind of stuff it really works. So I want to know what you guys feel about it, and whether you feel that you're going to get nasty karma from it. Jason's over here itching because I think I'm just.
I personally just want to repeat that I love you.
Yes. Love you very much.
I
Very
always
much.
have
Hugs.
done, and I always will do.
Mhm. In fact, do you need me to come do your laundry?
Yeah, if you've got any ironing, I'm good at ironing. Hoovering, I don't mind a bit of hoovering. On a
Now
weekend.
hoovering actually has a couple of meanings here.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
We're going back to that 300-year-old grudge again, Jack, aren't we?
You won't let it go. We won't let it go.
Yeah, we're just in that phase of our relationship where we're suing each other.
And in the meantime, Ireland.
Each other.
In the meantime, Ireland is just going.
Yeah, Ireland's crumbling as well. We're all fucked over here as well, mate. Believe me, we are fucked.
You guys are my favorite people. I'll just say that right now. You guys are fine. You guys are safe. Don't worry.
But if you totally
Thank God. I'll be honest, Jen. I've never really liked you that much.
I'd really like to know, like, how is like so you take the doll and you take the bubble gum and the hair and or whatever it was you want to do. You smear their lipstick and you hang it up in the tree. There is like an activating sequence to make sure that this doll is attached to this person and not some rando walking down the street? There
is an activation. It's not necessarily a sequence, but there's a way to activate it to the specific person.
Now, is this rooted in voodoo and in like the Haitian kind of?
Yes, absolutely. I'm
How
an
does this
witch.
not? You know, we spoke a few episodes ago about the whatever you do is return to you times 3.
A lot of people
Yeah.
feel that. Yes, a
Is
lot
that-
of people feel that
Are
way.
you not stitching yourself right up here?
I am not worried about it because people that I usually, if you win a spot in my voodoo tree, you're a piece of shit.
Love you.
And I reiterate, Jennifer is the best.
She is the best
The
person
best.
on this podcast every week.
I think
Explanation.
that's why. I think that's why my cousin wants to marry her. Be honest.
To remove the curse.
I love you, Jen, but just in case, I'm investing in Depends.
I was about to say the same thing.
Not
I got this
wishing anything
feeling I'm going to
against
have
any
a.
of you because I love you all. But I'm
Oh,
just
good.
saying that there's certain things that you can do that a lot of people, whether it's you've seen it in the movies or whether you've read it in a book, or whether it's just basic practices. A lot of basic Beckys that are witches who are Hollywood witches. I watched Practical Magic and The Craft. Those are my,
That's the extent of my education.
The witch is the
and,
beast
and
witch.
and that's what I'm saying. It's like, this is something that you're not just gonna do not knowing anything. You're gonna understand. You're gonna research the threefold law, which is what I was talking about a few weeks ago. What comes back to you comes back to you 3 times. Some witches do not believe in that. I'm one of them. I don't believe that it's going to come back and hit me. And that's, some people believe in karma, and that's perfectly okay. But for me, if I hate you that much to make a doll to risk that 3 times, if there is really a 3 times threefold law,
Oh, you done fucked up.
you done messed up. Yes, you done. Yeah, you done really fucked up
Are
because
the pins and all that bullshit, or are they part of it as well?
What's that?
The pins that you
I mean-
never see, in the films, they're giving the person irritable bowel syndrome.
I think
They're
that's
fucking
more.
stabbing
We're
eyes and
back
all
to the
sorts.
bowels.
In my opinion, some people might use the pins, some people might not. The way that I do my voodoo dolls or my poppets, I do not use pins. I use just everyday household items. I also can cast spells and use voodoo dolls for good. I did it for a
Why
friend.
do that?
What the hell, lady? We could be rich right now.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Well, I did it for a friend of mine. I did put. I actually created dollar bills and taped them, or, glued them to her hands.
So she's a stripper now.
No.
So I completely misconstrued that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you got that.
She had her
Sorry.
clothes on. It was a natural conclusion. I understand that, but
So she was a
I
pre-stripper.
I put my dollar bills in her hands. I put her house key on her. I taped some. I put some gemstones inside of her so that she would feel loved. She'd have clarity. She'd understand what to do. She was able to keep her house, and it worked. She got the money to.
I
pay for her house.
really love you, Jen.
Not as much as I do.
Now, hang on. Jen, I need you to make a voodoo doll of me, and I need you to wrap $100 bill around my penis.
You want to be a porn star?
Yeah.
Damn right.
Damn right.
I'm sure you can probably pay someone to do that, Jack.
I know. You really. I mean.
But that's not voodoo. I need the voodoo, not the hoodoo. Come on now.
I'm just going to throw it out there. A balaclava and a beating at midnight on her doorstep has got to be an easier way than all this voodoo stuff.
I mean,
just
I'm on both sides of that fence.
There's a lot easier ways to do this. Yes, I could put a pinprick in her brake line because I know where it's at. Yes, I could.
No, just go old school. Just go old school on her.
Allegedly, thank you.
Allegedly go old school on her in Minecraft.
Well, now
I
here's
mean,
my
trust
question.
me,
Instead of
unfortunately, people are more likely to charge you with assault nowadays
Yeah.
because they're a bunch of pansies and can't handle
That's
life.
why you wear the balaclava.
You can't do.
If they can't see who it is, Jen, come on, you worked in corrections.
That's hot shit.
You've got to have picked up some crime tips. Come
That's
on.
hot shit. I'm not covering my face. If you look, first of all, I'm a Scorpio. I'm going to tell you, and I'm coming right at you. Bitch, I can't stand you, and I'm coming at you with clobber and whatever. My club, my
Shank.
bat,
Okay,
my fist.
if a balaclava's too hot for Texas, how about a pair of tights? Work to the climate that
I've
you've
seen
got.
that movie, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, work to the climate. You've got to figure ways around this. Come on.
all right, so what happens if I make a voodoo doll of somebody I don't like, but instead of pins, I just drive a 16 penny nail through it? What's that gonna do?
Damn, what the hell did I do to you?
What part are
Yeah.
you doing?
You're dark to it, Jack.
Yeah,
Dude,
whoever
anywhere
said
at
that
this
Scorpio
point.
equals cray cray, fuck you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Shots fired.
True.
Oh dear.
Everybody take cover.
Jack, where's your whistle?
Nope, hang on. Easy, everybody. Hold up.
I am level headed all the time.
See what you're doing now.
Shut up.
I
Hey,
think
so Stevie Nicks, is she a witch or what?
Yes. Yes, I'm going to answer that now.
I
Yes.
really honestly don't know. I think
Honestly-
I know she's been in a lot of American Horror Story
She
episodes.
was awesome in that coven.
God, she was.
Yes, she was.
But I really don't think that she is actually a witch.
No, I'm going to tell you why she is a witch. I'm a metalhead. Metallica, Quar, Sepultura, Slayer, all that. And yet I love her music.
She's
Explain that.
That's why you think
Yeah.
she's a witch?
Look,
Because she's in my head.
she's
Well,
enchanted
yeah,
Up in
you.
here.
There's
Yes, but
definitely
she's-
spells going on in those songs.
but she's boring as fucking concert. I
Is she?
saw her. I saw her.
Everyone.
She had Joe Walsh open up for her.
But you went.
Joe. I went to see Joe.
Uh-huh.
Joe
You think
Walsh
you
had
went
the
to see
crowd.
Joe.
You didn't stay for her.
Oh well, yeah, I did. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah. Enchanted.
Witch! She's a witch! Burn her!
because there were chicks with me, but
Ah, that old rich kid.
Joe Walsh had the crowd rocking, and she came out and put everybody to sleep.
Well, that's her
In what
witchcraft.
way?
Because y'all
It might
don't know
be
what
just a
happened
thing,
while
like-
you were asleep.
Yeah, that was
only
the
a witch could
sleeping
write a
spell.
song.
Yeah, you had the best time ever.
Look,
Yeah, she ain't no Taylor
And-
Swift. Might
And
sing
for
and
some
that-
reason, I didn't want to sit down the next day.
Yeah, that's why
I
you had
woke up
anal
and I
leakage.
bought all her
Yeah.
records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stevie
She might
Nicks is hot.
be able to put you to sleep with that, but could she, like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift talks about her exes in all of her songs. But that bitch, she got her exes to sing the songs with her or play the music above
Mhm.
themselves. So I guess in a way, maybe, or she's just a boss bitch.
Yeah.
Or she's got a voodoo doll of him with a pair of scissors
She's threatening him with
right by his little dangly woolen thing.
the dolls don't
Hanging
come
from
with
a
that
bush.
anymore. Or
Oh,
no, they're just mounds.
I'm just saying, if somebody made a damned
I'm not going
voodoo
down
doll out
that
of me,
rabbit hole.
Do
I'm
it.
not going down that.
if somebody made a freaking voodoo doll out of me, it would look like a tripod. I'm just saying.
Why? Because
That's what I love about you, Jack. Your ginormous penis and you're humble as well.
I am very much so. Glad you realize that now, Ricky. Thank you. Welcome to the show, by the way.
Your humility is only exceeded by the girth of your enormous penis.
His laptop's not
It
even
is-
on a table.
And
So-
hey, thank
so
you very
Damon-
much. Thank you very much. It's not a laptop; it's an iPad.
Oh, you're one of these Apple losers, aren't you? Oh,
No,
God.
they all think they have
So
to.
David,
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you regretting the fact that you agreed to come on here?
Oh no, I'm having a good time.
Awesome.
I prepared myself. I
So
took,
we're an hour in and we've discussed absolutely nothing to do with the topic.
I took a
Nope.
large,
What's some
large
weird-
No, we
amount
kinda
of
have.
edibles before I
You
What's
kind of
some-
have just a little
what's
bit.
some
You don't
weird
think it's not part of that.
What about some weird? Just go back to curses in a bit because there's some good films out there and it leads into some good stuff. But what about weird superstitions? Like, I think the old "don't step on cracks while you're walking along."
Yeah,
Step
you,
on a
you
crack,
break your
Exactly.
mother's back.
mother's back.
Exactly.
Yep.
I don't think we say it like that, but we still avoid the cracks when we're walking. Do you guys salute at magpies?
No.
What?
Nope.
That's
You've
gotta
never-
be it's gotta be a British.
1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy.
Oh,
No,
never
don't
heard
know that one. Oh, you got to explain that one.
That's what
Whenever you
happened
see,
when we cut off from you guys a few hundred years ago. We lost all
yeah,
that.
see, you could have had all this great stuff, but you chose, freedom and a brilliant country. So
And
We had to
guns.
do it our
Freedom
way.
and guns.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll need to bring some of those back with me and try and avoid the customs. No, I forget what it goes back to, but basically, whenever you see a single magpie, it goes back to basically it's like we believed it was the devil. 2 magpies is a sign of good luck, and it gets progressively better from there. But you basically salute and say, "Good morning, Satan. How's your children?" or something along those lines. You greet the magpie as if it's Satan personified in the world, and that's where it comes from. Obviously, that hasn't made it over, but the cracks one has. Throwing salt over your shoulder, you spill salt.
Yep, we do that one.
Yeah,
That's the salt thing. Blind the demon that's actually trying to screw you up. Yep.
Exactly. Can you beat the weirdness that is saluting a magpie that is the devil in avian form?
And the poor freaking magpies over here, like, dude, I'm just a fucking bird.
Yeah,
The
what?
fuck?
Like,
The
what
hell?
Leave me alone.
this
Come
guy?
on. Yeah, they've got a real complex, the magpies. They go around in groups now. They won't go around on their own anymore.
Do they got a really cool name? Magpie groups? Like a murder of crows?
I was going to say,
I have
murder
no
crows.
idea, but I am going to Google that now, Dan, because that is a very good question.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out.
And Ricky is
if not, we
usually
can come
our.
up with one. I like maybe like a murmur of magpies.
Oh,
That's
that's not
actually
bad.
pretty
A
good.
I
flock
like
of
that,
magpies is referred to as a parliament, tribe, or a mischief. I like the
Nice.
last one.
I
A
like
mischief. Yeah, a mischief of
magpies.
magpies.
Mischief of magpies.
And Ricky
That's-
is our research guy on the show.
That's
by the
got a
way.
horror short written all over it. That one has.
Yeah, it
Now,
does.
out of curiosity, Dan, are you watching the Kardashians while having the
Yeah,
discussion?
because we're hearing background noise.
It's not coming from me.
No.
Who's watching TV?
Who watches Kardashians on purpose?
I can't
No,
believe they're still
I
alive.
definitely don't.
I can safely say I've never seen it.
Really big ratio.
So if you have all of the pluralizations at your fingertips, what is the pluralization of Borg? As in resistance is futile.
Poor guy.
Is there a pluralization or a group of Borg?
I think it's like the word moose.
A moose of Borg?
I think it's like the word moose in the fact that
No, it's a
plural
cube.
and singular. However,
Cube.
the Borg are one.
I
So you
know.
only need one. There is no plural.
It just says collective.
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 Just
Yeah.
the
I
collective.
hated when other Trekkies out Trek me. All of you did. I didn't even catch on.
Oh,
I'm not
no,
even
Dan,
No.
I googled it, mate. That
Not
wasn't
even
off the
a
top of my head.
Oh, you've seen like one for
I've seen the Borg episode one time.
Did those out of all the enemies really freak anybody else out?
What?
They were
They
pretty freaking.
really freaked me out.
They were the
You know,
ones.
It was
One
scary.
They were a
contact.
good one. They were a good one.
Especially
you
once
could-
they got a hold of data.
Yeah,
Data.
out of all the enemies, you get a laser blaster and it's all over, but you get touched by them and then you go through their borging process. That freaked the shit out of me, that did.
Yeah. Well, I
I don't know. For some
the-
reason, I'm turned on by the idea of getting bored.
I mean, kind of.
We've all got our kinks, Jack. We've all got our kinks.
and
Mine
Jack's all
is
his coming out
Bolivian
there.
torture porn, so
It's somewhat sober.
I'm so drunk. It's ridiculous.
Feeling good
nobody
over
can
here.
tell. You just
I'm
added
sorry.
that.
Anyway,
You said
Jennifer.
Jordan, I lost it.
Jennifer,
Well, hey,
Yes.
just so everybody
weird,
knows, there's
weird
a reason.
superstitions. Weird
There's a
superstitions
reason.
over there.
There's a reason this show is
Oh.
called the padded room. By the way,
Yeah. Well,
anybody
I
gets
need it.
confused.
Weird
And I think you
superstitions
could
over
all-
here. I think we carried a lot of your guys' stuff from over there, to be honest.
Let's have a few.
You know, the don't walk under ladders, the don't let black cats cross your path. Breaking mirrors. Although the cat thing, I don't think we're that worried about anymore, like we used to be.
Is that a witch thing? What? I don't
Yeah,
know exactly
that's
where that
familiar.
No, we actually choose. We would rather have a black cat, especially, and the only reason we would rather have a black cat is because of the fact that they're the most left behind in shelters. So when we go to adopt cats, we touch all the cats, we feel all the cats, you know, see who jives with us the most. And usually we try to get, I mean, not that we pick them, but whoever is more, you know, yeah, whoever's relating to us the most, that's who we pick and that's who we take home. But
That's
a lot
fair
of
enough.
times black cats are associated with witches because their fur matches our souls, supposedly. And it's just a lot of bullshit.
So then, what made you pick Jason?
I was a stray that kind of just showed up.
Furry.
That's the stray among strays. The stray king.
Furry.
Oh dear.
All right, now Damon, I'm just going to go totally off topic because fuck it, we ain't got no wheels, we ain't even got a train. We're over here standing on the
Is
side
it
of this
moving?
The
fucking
track's
random
been
table.
melted down.
Damon, do you have any pets?
Yeah, I do.
That was a buildup.
I have a cat,
Nice.
tortoiseshell cat living at the house.
Ooh,
Yeah.
my last cat was a tortoiseshell. She was
Oh,
the
torties?
baddest, awesomest cat of all time.
They're little
She was
dickheads.
So great. Well, she was.
It's mostly all cats.
Jen's an animal lover.
I've
No,
heard
no.
that.
I am. But torties are a whole other thing.
Whole other thing.
They call that tortitude.
Yes.
Mhm.
From what I hear, actually, I've got this one's got like the nicest disposition. She was a shelter cat for a really long time. Like she was first found as a stray. She got adopted, and the guy that adopted her was doing construction on her house, and she got stuck in the wall for like a couple days. So when she finally got rescued, she went to another house that had a dog. Then she got sent to the pound. And my sister went and adopted this cat, and she's appreciative. Like she's happy that she's not stuck in the wall and in the pound. And kind of like lately, I've had to walk my father's dog for him every morning, who was like, they call them teddy bears. They're like half Bichon, half Shih Tzu. But this guy, Charlie, is the dog named after Charlie Sheen. Because he's a lunatic. So I've been walking this dog every day, and Charlie and me have been getting real bonding. We actually, at 6:30 every morning, we walk through the cemetery for about an hour, and it's a really
now do you believe that cats are more supernatural than dogs?
Then I'll just stop.
Yeah, well, I think if they have if any animal has the potential to be supernatural, it's going to be a cat, because they're always hiding something. You know, the dog, you know, like what you see is what you get. You know,
And they'll bring you a dead bird or a rat and just be like, "Hey,
Yeah, it's a curse.
look at that!
It's a curse.
It's a curse. They're not to be trusted. They're not to be
I'm
trusted.
with Ricky on this.
No.
they'll
Guardians
steal your
Wow.
breath.
Cannot be
Yeah,
trusted.
exactly. I've seen it in the films. I've
Well,
watched,
that must be true then.
Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever see that part in Constantine where he holds the cat and that thing looks at him with the human eyes? And it's, oh man, that cat.
Yeah.
Creepy.
That was rough.
Well, I suppose there was another Stephen King, Cat's Eye.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a twisted movie.
Yes, a little troll sneaking in. That cat's like, "No, motherfucker, you ain't." Like, ain't happening. Not
Is
here.
that the
Not
one where
today.
I can find you.
the hitman Buster Poindexter is trying to kill the cat, and the cat just like tears the shit out of him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, hell, I'll bring up Mark Tufo. In one of his books, he kills off a character where they go into a house and they're trying to, just scavenge, trying to find a place to hide out. Zombies outside, gonna rah. And there's nothing but cats inside there. And he's like, oh, shit. And wow! And they're just on him. And they wind up eating the guy.
There's a great scene
Oh,
in Scouting Guide to the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Where they end up at this neighbor's house who's a cat lady.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And every last one of the cats has become a zombie.
Yep. That was a fun scene.
That was a good film. I enjoy that film.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was brilliant.
See, that's my
Yeah, I
kind of
loved it.
zombie movie. I like the more twisted, funny ones.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I watched one, Valley of the Dead. I got about halfway through it on Netflix. It's like a Spanish.
It's during the Spanish War, I think.
Yeah.
They've got Russians and Frenchies running around.
Yeah, I got about halfway through and I turned it off. It's just there's been some great comedy zombie films done in the past few years, but there hasn't. I don't count World War Z because it's absolutely wank. But there hasn't been any decent zombie, proper, high stakes, serious zombie movies. You got Train to Busan, but that's Korean. They're smashing it out of the park. But
oh my God, the Koreans are smashing it.
Yeah.
I think they're just killing it right now.
the UK, the States, 20 years. Can you name, other than comedy zombies like Zombieland, stuff like that, a decent zombie flick?
Dawn of the
count
Dead.
World War Z.
Dawn of the Dead was the last one I could
Yeah,
recommend.
The last one was like
2004.
28 days later or 28 weeks
Yeah,
later.
28 days. Yep, those were great.
Zombie
Let's
comedy,
Corpses
I
Live.
think, was Shaun of the Dead was more recent.
Yeah,
I don't know when
There's
that
been
was.
some really good ones, but no,
Yeah.
like Dawn of the Dead
Oh.
2004, that you get invested in the characters. When they die, you feel something.
Mhm.
In the comedy films, you're laughing your ass off because it's hilarious. But other than, Train to Busan, there's just been nothing.
Well, now here's my thing. We've been trying to hype, all the indie authors with their zombie writings for so long now. And we keep pushing, we keep pushing, we keep pushing. There's no doubt that the remake of Dawn of the Dead was absolutely phenomenal.
Mhm.
The Train to Busan was freaking phenomenal. Why isn't Hollywood trying to get more of you guys on film? Because
they
their success.
suck.
Well, we get
they're in
that they suck, but logically,
They're in a death
why?
spiral. They're scared. They'd rather lose money than try and make money on a risky project. So they waste money on a guaranteed project that don't make any money for them.
I mean, for freaking Pete's sake, Ricky, you're right there. You're fucking right there. You could
Love
be
you.
turned into a movie. Jeff, you're right there. You could be turned into a movie. Why? Because I would watch it. Everybody would watch it. And yet they're bullshitting around. I don't understand.
I don't know if I'm in agreement with this because
You surrender creative control.
I think they would chop too much. I think
Yeah.
They would.
the books are way. I've always been. I've never seen a movie that was better
Okay,
than.
maybe more specific. Make it into a series. I guess.
It depends on how they do it.
Yeah, if they kept to the book, fine. But if they didn't keep to the book, I think they'd ruin it. And I'm afraid that creative rights would be given up.
That'd be an interesting question to ask David, wouldn't it? With how close he is to making the series, how much is he involved in guiding the way that it's actually made?
I know he was kind of forced to do some rewrites.
Okay, that's not a good start.
Well,
I mean,
I suppose you've got to for a screenplay, but
yeah, I mean, it's like Nick Rhodes was saying on written in debt. It's writing something that the story is all yours. You make a movie out of it, it suddenly belongs to a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of people putting their fingers in it.
But see, that's where all the stuff starts to fall apart.
So
You know,
who
if
the
you're gonna put
hell
this,
real
has
quick.
the bleed going on?
Real quick, where is the background noise coming from?
Oh, it's probably my daughter-in-law chatting shit in the background.
Well, go smack her with fucking Negan's hammer or
I
bat.
will.
Come
I'm
on, man.
bludgeon
What
her
the
to
hell are you
death.
doing?
Keep your voice down, gobshites.
Yeah, so you know what? That's something I'm wondering too. Like, the zombie genre. We're all wondering why the next big zombie movie hasn't been made or hasn't been done so in the next 20 years. And do any of you feel that kind of The Walking Dead put the last nail in the coffin of that
That's
genre?
actually a really good point.
No, actually, I don't because
No?
Walking Dead
I-
has
I
popularized
think it. No, I think the last few seasons have killed it stone dead.
yeah, I've been off. I haven't watched anything in the last, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 seasons of it. I haven't watched none of it because it's become a soap opera.
It's trash.
Yeah.
I don't want a soap opera. Give me the book. Give me
Give
what
me
I.
dystopian. Give me what to do. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see all this love story bullshit. I don't want to see him and Rick and Michonne get together or whatever the hell is going on. What?
Well, now on that one, I will say, hey, look, on that one, I will say this much. In David Simpson's series, who we're going to have on, here real soon, as Jeff had pointed out, there is a little bit of a love story that takes place during it, but it makes sense.
As long as it makes sense, I
it
don't
literally
care.
fits, but they don't spend a shit ton of time on it. But it does change the one of the main characters. It changes kind of the flow of the thing, but it keeps it going. It's mainstreamed and rolling and hitting, and it's just good stuff. And I don't understand why Hollywood's just holding on to their pocketbook and don't want to spend any money. Yep, Ricky just took a run.
For me, the most exciting part of that whole damn genre is the first week when the disease or whatever it is breaking out, and you've got to run to get to safety, or you've got to, board up your house or get to the shopping mall, God forbid, where if you decide to do that. But like when the first people are getting ripped apart, that's the scariest part for me. Like that's what I want to see. And like The Walking Dead just like breeze right through that. Oh,
There's my little grandson.
Oh, look at that little guy.
Thank you. Sorry, Dave.
Mine turned one. He'll turn one tomorrow, but we had his birthday today, so enjoy that. And especially if he's living there, because I hate that I'm 2,000 miles away from my grandson.
Yeah, they're about 2 minutes around the corner, so it's
my
ideal.
God, that's so great.
Yeah, he'd be getting forehead kisses from hell from me right now. Just the cutie patootie.
But I think I came back at the right time when we're talking about people getting ripped apart. There was the Walking Dead.
While you're holding a baby,
seasons, there was the relationships going on behind the scenes, but it wasn't the focus in the first few seasons. But then, as you got further into it, it become everything. It's like, just give me zombies eating people, especially annoying young children in cities that have been thrown up. Because I'm really glad that little shit died.
He was a little annoying.
Which
wasn't
one? There's several of them.
Carl.
Who didn't? No, Carl. Yeah, Carl. I enjoyed when he died.
Coral. It's Coral.
Who was the sniveling little shit with the bangs in that? Not Alex. Is it Alexandria? The one with the blonde mother
in the farm.
Who in the middle of a zombie horde is like, Mum, Mummy.
Mommy. All right.
I forget his name.
I don't remember the kid's name, but the mother was the same girl who played the maid in Murder House.
Yes.
Alexandra Breckenridge. Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah, I cheered when he got bit.
Drug him right in too.
Yeah, that will learn you, little shit, won't it? You won't do that again.
I loved it when he was going nuts.
Not.
playing Tiptoe Through the Tulips on repeat, though. That was kind of...
Now here's a question, semi-serious, that kind of speaks to the point we were trying to make.
Now, wait. And you're gonna ask a semi-serious question during this fucking show?
You're in the wrong place,
Jeff
Jeff.
wasn't drunk.
Just shut the fuck off.
Me and
Shut
Jeff.
the fuck off. Okay, so with the success of the recent Reacher show, where they
Jack
specifically- yeah, the show.
Yeah, it's a documentary about me.
That's not, naturally. Not the Tom Cruise bullshit. I mean, the show they made. What they did.
I saw the main character come on the screen. I thought, why is Jack on TV? Oh, it's not Jack. You had me going. So exactly.
Yep.
How easy is it to make that mistake?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Jeff.
So with what they did was they took an entire novel and split it up into, I don't know, a dozen different parts, however many it was, and it worked beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
There were some differences between the original novel and what the show did, but not that much. Do you think that with the success of that, maybe we can finally start seeing these books come out as a limited series?
Not yet. They're going to have a lot more failures on their hands before they really wake up. The Amazon series is going to be an absolute fucking joke. The new Game of Thrones, I'm not hopeful for it. They've got to lose a few billion more before they actually start thinking. I mean, what's the guy that's just taken over DC? Zazik or something?
Oh, Zack Snyder?
No, I forget the bloody name of him. But he's the guy. He's came in and he's basically like binned Batgirl and a few of the other things that have been put together. I think Batgirl's lost them $70 million or something like that.
It sounds like HBO Max is going away.
It is, from what I can see.
Yeah, I think they're on about
merging with Discovery.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of people laid off with that. Just try and save money. He's basically he's the guy that comes in and chops away all the dead wood kind of thing. But I think once Amazon series has collapsed, and I think once the new Game of Thrones series has collapsed, then maybe we might finally start getting some more. You know, they'll look at the $500 million they've lost on the first season of Rings of Power, and they'll look at the money they've made on what did Reacher cost to make? 10, 20 million, and that's going to be talked about a long time after Rings of Power's died.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So-
I think we'll get there, but I think it's going to be a few years still.
Yeah.
So do y'all think that maybe the zombie influx, when it was at its height, at its highest point, did that maybe create a curse of its own?
Well, like anything where it gets too big, it's going to come crashing down at some point. I mean, that's with anything.
Yeah, with anything.
Yeah.
We went through.
And speaking of cursing, I'm about to curse these two.
No,
What
I
are
think
y'all doing over there?
I think this is its own curse. She shows up, we're in the same room. I mean, she's laughing uncontrollably. I have not said anything. I have not done anything. She just busted up all on her own, and I can't fix this.
No, you can't just shove her.
Can't you call the police and say that she's like a home intruder? And
Yep.
Some homeless bitches in my house.
A homeless bitch
Jesus
is in your
Christ.
house. What did you just say? Oh, thank God I'm drinking whiskey.
Someone stuck a feather up her bum.
Yeah, something's going on.
They started twisting. All I can say
I'm
is-
more curious about this now than I am about what we were just talking
I know,
about. What
it's-
the hell is going on over here?
This is a
Can
new
we go back
different
to
drama.
talking about anal leakage, please?
Yes, maybe
Yeah,
some
that's an
penile
improvement.
drip.
Oh dear.
I done been
But-
laughing for like 5 minutes straight without you guys even noticing.
Oh dear.
I've
oh,
been
dear.
noticing, but I've been quiet about it because I thought you were laughing at me for some
No.
reason. I'm like,
I think
there's
it's
something
okay.
I'm checking my
I'm
nose
okay
to
with
see
it
if anything's hanging out
because
of it. My one eye is like all pointed to the right.
And the worst part is I don't even remember what I'm laughing at.
And that's why you're in the padded room, you ding dong.
Uh-huh.
So let's go back to curses and
Well, the
That's
best
your wing
part
try.
of this, the best part of this is that we hear you cackling.
Right.
You know, we might see one eye.
yeah, you're not
Yeah.
being
You're
as
way
subtle as you
the
think
hell
you
over
are.
here.
You're
One
becoming
eye.
a creepy ghost character in a horror movie at a horror
Your-
rate.
Your witch is showing.
Yeah.
The one eye and the cackling.
I definitely have the witches cackled down.
They were gonna call you a one-eyed monster, and I'm just like,
Oh, this is just going
Call me one-eyed
wonderfully.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Thank God we have a week off every
Two
week.
weeks.
Mhm.
Well, you
Probably
don't,
need to
but
extend that.
It takes us this long to recover from these freaking episodes. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. It's like, what in the hell just happened here?
Now it sounds like we have some kind of a syndrome.
Oh, you have a syndrome, all right. You got that right.
It's bound to be a tablet.
Invincibles or whatever the hell they were. Incredibles, the Incredibles.
In the future, somebody is going to stumble on this like YouTube page, and they are literally going to write a book, and then no one's going to read that book, but
It's
they're
going
going
to
to
be called
bury.
the cackling hen in
But
the
no,
background.
they're going to bury that book, and then that book's going to be discovered 1,000 years from now, and civilization is going to be based literally on this, with
Right.
their queen
They're
being
gonna
the
look at it going,
cackling
"This is
woman.
It's
how
going to
they
be
acted."
a movie like Idiocracy.
God help us.
Pretty
It
much.
might be a better start than what we've got now.
It'll be better
God
than
help us.
Idiocracy.
I think it's more likely somebody's going to tie this book up and hang it from a tree and stuff it full of bubble gum.
That's what the goddess
What are you
told us
doing?
to do.
And then we'll have a whole new epidemic of anal leakage.
I'll be
Oh.
a co-leader.
There's no more monkeypox. It'll be anal leakage.
I think it's probably going to be a combination of the two.
Oh my god.
Oh God, that's even worse. Could you imagine anal leakage with penile drip? You would
It
just
seems like it
drain.
just go hand in hand.
You just be a husk.
That would be. I have a male doll at home, and I don't look at me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, I'm looking at you that way. You have a male doll at home. I'm looking at you that way.
And his name is Serge.
Oh no, he got a different name. I got a name for him. It's nobody here, but
Bubba.
close.
God, I could, like I said during Written Undead, I could have just stayed in bed today. No idea
Ricky
what's
done
happening.
Removed his whole ear.
Yeah, he's just
headphones.
done.
He's like,
Yeah, he's
I'm
just
not
out.
trying to hear any of this.
I wonder what Ricky's family behind him is thinking about this.
That poor guy.
Oh my
They
God!
don't have
Right?
They're farting and laughing, so they're joining in on the anal leakage.
Yeah.
My
I'm,
Well,
son-
hey,
I'm surrounded by immaturity.
Yes.
It's all fun until you feel it
The
right now.
new family
I can
game.
smell it. I can taste it. I can taste it.
What? The anal leakage?
Tasting.
There's something particulate in the air, Jack, and I don't know what it is.
You literally just made me stick my tongue out on TV in front of everybody. Oh,
Mm.
Okay. So now
That's a whole new fetish.
that we've proven devolution.
Over the course of an hour and 20 minutes.
Yes.
I thought we proved that by episode 2.
I can't.
What the fuck? I didn't do this.
I'd be interested to know a book and a film that have had Tiff, shut the fuck up. A curse.
That's very American of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop
Yeah,
kick
that
him.
is straight up USA right there, baby.
Film
Kindergarten's book.
that really got to me and it still gets under my skin today, is Drag Me to Hell.
Oh my God,
Oh,
yes.
That was pretty
damn,
crazy.
yeah,
Isn't that-
good one.
That's that real Jibbo curse stuff.
'Cause you think at any
I
point
wanna
she can make it.
fucking
Nope.
throw you out of wood.
Nick is Jibbo. My
Oh,
fiance,
no, okay, that's what you meant. Never mind. We're good.
my fiance is part Jibbo. His family is
Okay, we had a dog on the attack now.
You gotta calm down.
Fitting,
You're gonna piss
fitting.
the dogs off.
they're good with dogs.
Big Dags. Big
Did you
Dags.
just say dogs? Dogs?
Dags.
Dogs?
Yeah, Dags.
Dogs?
The
You
Jibbos
got
know
dogs?
about the dags.
No, they're Dags. Yeah, they're Dags.
You
dags.
freaking
Quick,
Midwestern.
quick, they're Dags. They're
But
fucking Dags.
It
Got
is-
a bunch of dogs over there.
But no,
sorry.
I'm here for this, but I just want to let you know the risks.
But my fiance, his family is Boswell's, and they're like a lot of the gypsy, Romany, gypsy.
yeah.
So
They
his
don't fuck about.
Yeah, his family is very much into all of that. So
But the thing about it, is obviously it's a comedy, like Savini-esque film.
mhm.
But the thing that always sticks with me, like at the end when she falls on the track and gets dragged away, is the boyfriend stuck there, broken mentally, knowing that he's going to go on, and she's suffering eternal torment, and there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. That really fucked with me. That did. That really did.
That's a true horror story.
Yeah.
A true horror story, there are no happy endings.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
The mark of a real good horror story is you get to the end of it, and the first words that come out of your mouth are, "Oh my God, that's fucked up."
Like The Mist.
Yeah,
Well, hell,
The
this
Mist.
bastard killed me in a short story, so I know all about that.
And it's not going to be the first. It's not going to be the last death I expect, Jack.
No.
So one film, one book. The book, I forget what it's called. I think we've discussed it before on the show. Where I want to say Korean mother, but I think it's just another like Asian type of culture, and she curses her son because he's a lazy good for nothing. He's driving hot rods and stuff like that, and she wants to bring him back into the fold of their culture. And basically, there's a little doll that is placed on the front doorstep of his house
with a pin up its ass.
Yeah, the anal leakage. But the doll over the course of the book like grows and grows and grows and grows into this like unkillable monster. And as he goes through the book, he uncovers the curse that his mum's put on him. But what about you guys? What's a curse in a book and a curse in a film?
I got this one. I got this one. I got
Jack,
this one.
take it away.
All right.
Ooh, me.
I don't normally hype non-indie authors, but I'm giving out one now that's a non-indie. Dean Koontz, TikTok.
Yeah.
That freaking book is literally what you just said.
Yeah.
This guy winds up
I think that's
with
the
this
one.
doll.
That's the one.
He winds up with that damn
that's
doll.
the one.
And it's pursuing him through the whole damn thing before it finally erupts and goes after him for real. Oh my God. That was some intense shit.
When it messes with the car and he breaks down and it's under the hood and he crashes and it doesn't burn and it like reveals its reptilian nature and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. TikTok by Dean Koontz.
Yeah.
That was my first love in horror, by the way, was Dean Koontz.
Jason, deep breaths.
Yeah, if you guys don't see me again after this, it was nice knowing you all. My body's probably out somewhere in Lake Erie.
The first horror book I read, which also has a great curse going on in it, and it's not an indie author, I'm sorry to say, but Thinner by
yes.
Bachman,
It's
Stephen
another
King.
good one.
And the book was great. The movie was even really great too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Watching him just shrink.
Oh,
just shrivel away, and then he like goes to see the police officer, and he's like broken out in like scales all over his body, and they've all been cursed. Now, I remember like you get to the end of the book, and his wife is eating the pie that's got the gypsy curse in it, and his daughter's eating it, and he's like, he thinks to himself, he's like, well, guess I'll just sit here and have a nice big slice of gypsy pie. And I'm like, oh my God. You know,
Yes,
really
yes.
like that hit
Yeah,
me. You know?
yeah,
Oh, it's hardcore, man. And
Totally.
how hard is it for you authors to come up with stuff like that? Like to try to really make that pow in one big shot.
Hard.
For me, it happens. I don't control it. I'll be writing along and I'll go, oh, oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's an organic thing. Like I never plot out where my book is going to go.
Really?
I never, like, I'll come up with like a basic idea and I'll start writing that, see where it goes. And somewhere in the process, like a second idea will come that will bring it together. And then I'll be like, yeah, I'll get that. Oh yeah, this is it. And like, you know, if that can surprise me, you know, and really like, if that comes to me while it's happening, I know I've got something good, like that lightning in a bottle thing, you know. But if I got to sit down and think about where it goes, and this is scene 1 and scene 2 and scene 3, it's pretty much I'm going to be like, yeah, this is no good. I got to stop.
I'd be intrigued to know if Kuntz and King write like that, whether they plot or whether they're like, you know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have this be a weird little Asian curse doll and see where it goes.
King said in his book on writing that he kind of, if for him, it's kind of the same way. Like he's just going to start and he has like a basic idea. And as it's coming, a second idea will bring about where the magic happens. So it's not one idea. It's usually the mix of two ideas coming together. But he says also, you know, like on his large books, like The Stand, you know, there was a certain amount of, I got to really think about it. And he hit a good spot of writer's block during the middle of it, you know, because he didn't know where to go.
Yeah. Well, I think that's also why a lot of his endings suck. It's because he just keeps writing and he keeps coming up with ideas.
Yeah.
And it just goes on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
And he can't figure out how to end the
It's like, let me throw a space turtle in here. Okay, the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I swear to God, that sounds like Dreamcatcher.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
That movie was horrible.
Killed me with the ending of it.
Oh my God, yes, that too.
Yeah.
Right, spider, roar. You know, I mean,
Yep.
the only people you're scaring with that are people who are afraid of spiders. I'm not afraid of spiders.
See, this is my biggest problem with becoming knowledgeable of you indie writers. Is all I knew before you guys was King and Kuntz, and well, Peter Benchley. I love the Jaws stuff, and then I got to read y'all stuff, and y'all actually had
solid ending.
dare I say it, solid endings.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait a minute, why is this guy and this guy making all this freaking money when these people actually know how to do it?
Yes.
You know, and it becomes this thing. It's like, oh yeah, they got big publishing
wait a
companies,
minute.
and
We don't know how to do it. Are you kidding?
We just make stuff up.
We're making this shit up as we go.
We're flying by the seat of our pants.
Hey guys,
That's if you're wearing pants.
I want to give you 2 hands up for that comment. So, you know, yeah, you fucking rock. Get over yourselves.
The only bit of planning I do is I know where it begins and I know where it ends. Because I found if I don't know where the book ends, I have a hard time getting to that point.
Yeah.
It's like fits and starts. If I know where the thing ends, then the rest of it just kind of falls into place. I don't control how it does. It just does.
I shouldn't be sitting here.
But if I don't have a direction to head in, I go all over the fucking place.
Wait.
What are you doing?
We hear you, dickhead.
I say, who passed?
One of y'all farted and I heard it.
No,
Yeah.
no, not us, because one of us would have jumped back. I would promise you that.
Now, Dan's been awfully damn quiet.
I think he's still trying to get over the anal leakage.
No, I
Or the voodoo doll, one of the two.
Or he's hiding the fact that he's currently suffering from it.
Or he's researching penal drip.
Look, all I can say is don't sneeze. Turn into a rocket ship. Real
You know,
quick.
speaking of
Yeah,
anal
speaking
leakage,
of which, I've got
I
to
have
actually
another
get away for a
joke.
second.
Oh, another joke.
So this one correlates totally to anal leakage. So there's a
Yes.
captain of a pirate ship on the bridge of the ship, and his first mate comes running up to him. He goes, "Captain, there's one enemy ship on the horizon." And the captain goes, "Fetch me my red jacket." So the first mate goes and gets the red jacket. They go battle against the enemy pirate ship, and they vanquish them. And the next day, the captain's standing on the bridge of the ship, and the first mate comes up to him. He goes, "Captain, before we went to war, you asked for your red jacket. Why is that?" He goes, "Well, if I was injured in battle and a sword pierced my side, my crew would not see my blood spill from my body, and they could still keep up the fight." He goes, "That's a very noble captain we have." Well, the following day, the captain's on the ship again, and the mate comes running up to him, and he says, "Captain, there's 500 enemy ships on the horizon." And the captain goes, "Fetch me my brown pants."
You knew that was coming.
As we like to
Yeah.
say, that was a third generation dad joke.
Yeah, that's
Meaning
right.
that is a great grandpa joke.
And it's still
I will bow
still
out now.
great.
Thank you. I've done all I can do here.
Oh my goodness.
Where's Jack gone? Jackie!
I think he's on a bathroom break,
Okay.
or he fell on the floor.
There he is.
He abducted
Oh,
a
he's
cat.
got the cat.
So now Jack's got to play with his pussy.
I should have saw that coming.
I'm stroking my pussy.
Oh, jeez.
Of course you are.
What? There was nothing perverted about that. I literally was.
Except that it
We-
looked like a really bad thumbnail for a second. You find out.
Yeah.
Hey, if anybody want to make that an internet sensation, go for it. I have no pride and no shame. So run with it.
We didn't have the not safe for work tag before. We do now.
Hell, take it a step further. Sorry, I had to step away. Had to piss.
Told you.
That's why I keep a bottle under the desk, man. I mean, shit.
So, Dan,
Somebody
That's what Jennifer's been laughing about. You whipped it out. She just busted up laughing.
oh,
I wanted to see how savage they were for later events, and they proved me
Now
right.
you know.
It's like, are they going to take the bait?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you knew, but I was like dying a few minutes ago.
Oh yeah, we do. But we know, now we
you,
know
you
why.
were so subtle about it. None of us knew.
Like,
Look, based on the way this show
I
has
was
gone,
crying.
based on the way
I know
this
why
show's
she's
gone,
laughing and embarrassed, and it's so much worse.
hell, based on the way this
Jackson-
show's going, I don't know if we can actually catch a fish with his worm. I'm just saying.
Jack's cousin did
All right.
message me too.
So we were talking about making TikTok. I
Yeah.
got some
Oh.
weird shit to do now.
He said something about
Which bottle are you drinking
proposing
from?
to you. So,
Oh, I
huh?
haven't got
What?
that yet. So he just wants me to come down though.
Come down.
Oh,
How far now?
Come or down? That's the question.
The Tennessee, dickhead.
Well, I thought you were going to say Pound Town or something. And then go from there.
Go down to Pound Town.
No, go around to Brown
I'm
Town.
simply here to embarrass
oh my life.
I know.
You're not embarrassing
There's a
me
movie
because
called
I'm
that.
drunk. I
Ed and
can't
Brown
be
Town.
embarrassed.
It's a comedy.
Is there?
Yeah.
Made by the same people who made Zombie Ass, no doubt.
No doubt.
Don't make fun
I
of
saw
my
that on Amazon Prime, I think it was.
Did
Zombie
you
Ass.
watch it? Yeah. Did
No,
you watch
I
it?
haven't watched it yet.
Oh
I've
God, you guys
been
have got to
planning
see
on it.
Zombie Ass, man. It is
I am gonna see
insane.
Zombie Ass.
I'm
I
sure
think
I can
might
die
be
happy without
this
watching
fall,
it.
But I'm gonna see Zombie Ass.
I
So
watched it once and may never do it again.
Thank God for that.
Well, at least you've seen it once.
Just shut up.
Well, there are
Dan.
some movies that are like that. You got to watch them the one time just
Right.
because. You know,
Yeah,
like
it's like-
for me,
Yeah, like
my big
zombie
one.
clowns.
No, not zombie
Yes.
clowns.
Yes.
Ding dong.
Yes,
It's
zombie clowns.
that a movie?
You can't make me. No.
No, that was terrible.
Okay.
No, that's Killer
I literally
Clowns.
did watch it. It was bad.
That's-
The popcorn was like
Killer
eating
Clowns is
people. It was
great.
Killer
weird.
Clowns.
It's
Or
Killer
whatever,
Clowns.
Killer Clown. Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
poking- I
That
swear
was
to
a good
God,
film.
when we
It
meet
was
in person,
that. It was that bad.
no,
that
it's
bad.
not that
Oh,
bad.
no.
It's
That's
fantastic.
a cult classic, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
I
It's
love it.
Terrible.
Kyoto
so
Brothers.
bad. It's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
So
But,
bad.
yeah, it's
Only movie that I know where popcorn can kill you.
That's great.
Yes, but you did it wrong, Jen. You have to watch it with a crowd of friends and some of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
We'll watch it again. We got plenty of fuel for this.
Okay. Look, I'm
Here's
already
mine.
drunk, so I guess.
Daniel.
Yeah, technically, y'all, and I'm sorry, this is my fault. Like I was
It
like, oh
is.
yeah, there's the vodka. And I
He
should
got
have hit it.
me not just a 750 liter. It might be.
No, it's
Seven.
bigger.
Yeah.
So we literally let her have vodka on TV.
Yeah.
I'm at least drinking whiskey. I mean,
Nope.
vodka causes
Vodka.
bad.
No,
bad,
the vodka's a step up for Jen. She usually drinks Everclear, guys. Come on.
Oh, that's right.
That's true.
Talk about something else.
This
Very
is
true,
one
very true.
sick bitch. I'm telling
So
you.
this is only 100 proof versus the 190 proof. So,
Yeah, I didn't fuck around.
so I had 5 glasses versus my 2 or 3 that I would need to be this bad.
I love you, Jen, but you're psychotic.
Yes.
I've been told since I was like a teenager.
Don't make a Jeff Voodoo doll.
I have a guy doll at home.
Uh-oh.
I guess it wrap $100 bill around its dick.
Jack, you're going to have to go and see some ladies of the night for that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but they cost extra money. I've already got the $100 bill.
You're gonna
Yeah,
give
but like, pretend that's going to them, get them to do it, and then run.
Ooh,
Quickly. Yeah.
good point. I'll
It's
try
like
that.
it's like the worm we were talking about moments ago. You lure them in, reel them in with that worm, and then.
What? No, worm. No, I'm rocking the snake over here.
No, I'm
What's
talking
wrong
about
with you?
Jason's. I was using
Oh,
Jason as an analogy.
Yeah, Jay, are you exposing yourself again, Jason? Is that why she's cracking up?
She made her comment about being drunk and fucking lost her shit again.
Have you got a pot of coffee on the go there, Jason?
I'm gonna have to figure something that or just shoot her with a shrink dart at this point.
Oh,
It's
just
probably going to
I
make
don't
it worse.
I'm just gonna,
Thorazine. Massive doses of Thorazine.
I'm just gonna take this off. 'cause,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
probably
Yeah.
for the best.
Yeah.
now.
You can't make a buck if there is no drink.
you
You know,
are usually
hat-
worse
the
than
hat-
myself, so.
gone.
Damon's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah,
I'm trying to. There's a joke about having a Grant on your Johnson, and I'm trying
Damn it.
and I can't get the punchline out. You know, I'm like,
Get that line ready.
there
ready
is
to
something
go.
there. You know, if anybody can think of it, let me know.
You have got to warn me before you do that shit, Damon, because I was literally inhaling
As-
smoke when you said that. Don't do that to me. Damn it.
Right, let's get back on track for 3.5 minutes. Dan,
Yeah.
cursed film or cursed book or both? Give us your
First
bet.
film, Ju-on.
Yeah,
Retitled The Grudge for us Americans who.
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
hadn't
The
even
Grudge.
thought about
Yeah, The
going to
Grudge.
Asia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fucking hand coming out the back of the head and shit.
Okay. You know, when I first saw
Yeah.
that, the first one, the part that creeped me out the most was when the girl looked under her blankets and she's in bed and then that fucking creepy bitch is like,
Yeah.
I about jumped out of my skin on that one. It's just,
Oh, the one that got me was the fucking kid sitting up there and she's checking him out and he's looking down and she's looking at him and she's looking in their back and he goes, "Wow!"
yeah.
And he screams like a
And
cat.
boys,
What the fuck is this?
At the time I saw that, I lived in a townhouse and I had the exact same stairway set up. And every time I walk in the door, I look up and I'm like, I just know one of my daughters is going to get that hair all down and I'm just going to like shriek.
Fuck,
Well, what's that one? Dark Water. Was
Oh my
that
God.
Dark
Dark
Water?
Water?
Like with the girl that was like had been thrown in the water tank and shit.
Yeah.
And so she kept, and she's just soaked when they would say, it's like, oh, that was fucking creepy.
Yeah.
So when that movie came out, my girls were in Girl Scouts. My oldest daughter was in Girl Scouts. She was in 4th grade. We had a girl, little Mexican girl with the dark hair, stringy, who could do that crawl like a fucking pro.
Oh.
Oh.
Let me tell you. Okay, we had a Halloween party. Okay, granted, there was Texas Hold'em, and when I was teaching the girls poker, and they earned their poker badge that night. But she also sat there and scared the shit out of us by coming downstairs from the bathroom like the girl from The Grudge. I was like, oh my God, I am done. I can't. You're never allowed over. You're a demon.
Right.
Lucky you didn't take out your sidearm and shoot her.
Yeah.
No,
I would have shot first and asked questions later.
Yeah, no, because it was a kid. Usually,
Yeah,
they're
I
the
wait
most
till they're
dangerous.
adulthood for that.
But the cops turned up and like, what happened, ma'am? And you're like, she done The Grudge, and he's like, no charges, ma'am, no charges.
I mean, do y'all not remember when the kid bit the dude from underneath the bed in Pet Cemetery? I mean, come on, kids are the most dangerous fuckers
The
of all
Grudge,
of them.
I swear to God, I was never going to recover from that movie. But I still think a cursed book is worse.
Well,
the Necronomicon.
I still think a cursed
Evil
book
Dead.
is worse.
Evil Dead. That's a good one.
Evil Dead.
The Bible.
The Bible.
My
Another
Book of
good one.
Shadows. I mean, really, honestly, there's just some things where if you open them, you don't even know that if when you open them, there's gonna be a nasty load of shit coming your way.
Oh well, hell, Fester by Meryl David. That's a damn
Chapter
good example
10.
of, yeah.
I think I can safely say if I find a creepy book in a cabin in the woods, I'm not reading it.
No,
right.
I'm not
Oh,
reading
I
it
am.
out loud. Oh God.
I am, but I'm a
No,
psycho.
she would.
Yeah, I'm
So.
not doing that.
Me, I'm going
Jen,
fishing
come on.
with that book.
Bite a zombie bite.
No, me, I'm
I would
taking
not
that
like a
book.
zombie bite.
I'm stabbing a hook through that book. I'm throwing it out in the water, and I'm seeing if
Read
I
a
can pull
cursed
Jaws
book.
out.
Read a zombie bite.
Like
On the subject of Evil Dead, what did you all think of the remake?
Of the Evil
Haven't
Dead?
seen it. Haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
I love the remake.
I love
I
the
enjoyed it.
remake.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Love it.
It's messed up. It's not comedy. It is
Oh no, it's just
basically
full
the
on.
original
No, it's
story, dark,
Yeah.
without the groovy.
Right. That's one.
You know.
That's one movie that I literally have to think twice before I put it in and watch. I'm like, do I really want to see this again? Because it's just brutal.
It is.
Yeah, loads
I
of people
purposefully shaved or saged the house.
shaved what?
That's not where I thought you were going with that.
Don't
Yeah,
ask
but yeah, how could you have Ash without Bruce Campbell? You
really
you
can't.
can't.
And I mean,
You can't.
Yeah, no, it's basically just completely different. It's not got that.
right? Wasn't
Yeah, it's
Ash
a totally
a
different
recovering
movie.
drug addict?
Yeah, I watched the remake of The Fog
Oh,
a
that's
few
piece of
days
shit.
ago. It is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But they
Is
changed.
that the Carpenter one, like the
Yeah,
80s?
no, there was a remake of his.
I was
Yeah.
going to
His
say,
movie was
It's like a
great.
ghost love
yeah,
story.
I was going to say, I thought his one was really good. They've done a remake of it.
Yeah, they did a remake of it.
Christ,
It's
on
got a
that
great poster.
subject, what about the remake of The Lost Boys? Have you all seen that?
Not yet. No.
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 Have you
haven't
seen the
seen
know
it.
faces
that.
of the teenagers that are going to be the vampire kids? It looks fucking pathetic.
Now everybody
Oh
knows
my
if you're
God.
going to portray teenagers in Hollywood, they have to at least be 30 years old. That's the only way you can do it.
I'm going to see if I can find it.
You know, I recently
What you're doing. Shit.
I went and I rewatched the original Evil Dead because I have all these fond memories of, oh my God, this is such a great movie.
Right.
And as I'm watching it, I'm like, this isn't the movie I remember being so awesome. And it turns out Evil Dead 2 is
It's the one.
that
That's
I
the one.
remember being really cool.
Yep.
Evil Dead 1, I was like, oh no, that's really hokey.
Now that was a remake that made sense to make because
Yeah.
the first one was made over like a year and a half. Is they would get a bunch of money together, head out to the woods, film for a weekend, take 3 months off, get a bunch more money together. Yeah, you can't make a movie that way. It just
Well,
Yeah.
Peter Jackson did. His
Ah.
first movie took 5 years, and it was basically that. They'd work, put their money
Right.
together, go film a little.
that's because Phil Jackson is a sick bastard.
Now, which
Jeff.
movie was that?
That was Bad
I
Taste.
stumped your ass. That's my job. I asked the hard
Bad
question.
Taste. Just took me a
Bad
minute.
taste. Yes,
I'm
bad
sober.
taste.
I can't think quick when I'm like this.
Yeah, well, damn you.
I just sent you a picture of some of the cast on Facebook, Jeff.
That's just
How bad does that look?
shoot them all.
There's just some things that should be left alone.
Right.
Mate, it's
And most remakes are like that.
Yeah.
Vast majority of remakes.
I'm hearing threats of a remake of Die Hard.
No,
I'm hearing the
Fucking
same
kidding
thing.
me.
I'm going to
No.
say
Don't do it.
someone.
No.
I just
do
want to piss
not
a bunch
do
of
it.
people off and say, do not ruin my favorite Christmas movie.
Yes,
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
is
No,
a Christmas
it is a
movie.
Christmas
We have talked about that. Yes.
Yep.
As long as they leave Jaws alone. You know,
Oh,
just
God,
leave
yes.
Jaws alone. Don't
No,
I
make
think
new
they-
movies. Because, like, was it 47 meters down?
Yeah.
That one? Oh, I loved it. I
That was
I
really
could care less
good.
about the actors in it. Like, I don't know them. I don't know who they are. I could care less. The movie was good. Leave it
Mhm.
alone. Just go
The
make
first one was
something
great.
new.
The second one, I didn't like it as much. It was too ridiculous. And guess what? It had a bunch of kids in it. That's why.
Well, I mean, yeah, them crawling through the tunnels and everything.
no,
you
that
know,
wasn't
under
good.
that. Yeah.
Underground or the underwater stuff.
Well, see, I'm
And it's-
afraid of the water. I don't swim. I don't get in the water. So you give me a freaking horror movie set in the water, it's gonna scare the shit out of me. I don't care what. it
47
is.
meters down. 47 meters down.
Okay, look. as far
That
as
one is just wicked.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if that goes into what superstitions, fears, things like that. But my
Hey,
terrifying
good
way of
pull,
dying
man.
was,
Thank
open
God.
water.
Here, hang on. I
Yeah.
put the hat somewhere. I threw the hat. You can have the hat now.
Fucking open water scared the shit out of me because no, I can't. do it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Another
a rough
one.
one too.
And
Yeah.
like you guys were saying earlier, that's a true horror. There was no resolved ending. It was no. This is where it's done.
Yeah, they're dead.
The Reef was like that too.
Yep.
That one was based on a real incident, and that one scared me. Actually, everybody got ate except one chick. She was all fucked up, sitting on a rock when they found her.
Mhm.
You got to
How
have the
messed up
scream
is
girl.
that?
Yeah.
And hey,
Like
what?
those-
I'm gonna call
Why?
sexual discrimination real quick before we get to the end of this thing.
Here we go.
Why is it that it's always got to be a woman that survives these things?
Because we're tough as balls, motherfucker.
Okay.
Because
Bite
all the
my
men are trying
ass.
I
all
argue
the-
that we're also the ones who are like, yeah, I'll do it, and yeah,
See, that's what
we can watch us die.
all the men get up and try to protect the women. We die first.
Well, it's also men basically
I'll agree
own
with
the
that.
rest of the genres except for the rom-coms.
Well,
mean,
and it
men-
also,
I think it
If
just
it-
goes
if it-
that
if it
women
depends
are a little bit
depends on the
smarter than
time.
men.
You got a point. You got a
little
point,
bit.
David.
A lot.
Got
it
a point.
depends on the time. Like right now, we're all women power, this, that, and the other. So that's why all of us survive right now. In the next 5 to 10 years, you guys may be the ones that survive, and us women are going to be. I mean, because honestly, I think the more believable stories are the ones that where the woman's like asking questions like, "Why do we need to leave right now?" I don't understand. Those are my. Oh my god! I
You guys
can't
ever want to see
stand
someone yell at a TV?
those. What the fuck are you doing? I can't stand it when a man runs to a woman and is like, "We gotta go right now," and she's like, "Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Let's get going." The dude is telling you to go. Don't ask questions until later. Just go. So that's
All
my
right.
thing. is
All right,
I-
screw it. I am writing a book now officially, and I'm killing every woman in the damn thing. That's
You
just
can use
happening.
my name.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will. You'll be the
Oh, I'm
one
sure
that gets.
you will.
First
You'll
to
be.
go.
You'll be
Watch
the
out,
one where
Jack.
the zombie falls over and knocks you over and accidentally sticks a finger up your cooch and then rips upwards.
Oh, my ass would be probably
and-
better.
You sound like you've been thinking about that for some time there, Jack.
And on that note, speaking of writing, Damon, why don't you tell us what you write and where we can find you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're getting to
Absolutely.
the serious part of the. Yeah. So I write speculative fiction. I write horror. I write a little bit of all that thriller suspense. And you can find me on Amazon. I also have the Damon Manx website, which is www.damonmanx.com. That's spelled Daemon. I also own my own publishing company. That's Last Waltz Publishing. You can check out
Sweet.
all of my books there. I also have several other authors under our label. We've got some books coming out this fall. We've got These Lingering Shadows, an anthology with a cast of characters. Some
Who are they? Who
really
are
great names. All right, so who do we have on there? We've got Jay Mazer on there. We've got Joe Kaplan. We've got Jeremy McGargy. We've got John Wayne Communal on there. We've got Heather Miller, Diana Olney, Jack
I know Heather.
Wells.
I know Heather.
Yeah. Geez, where do I go? I've got Christy Aldrich on there. I've got Tony Evans. I've got Matt Scott on there. I'm on there. So that's coming out. That's These Lingering Shadows coming out. Gothic horror anthology the week before Halloween. It'll go for pre-order in October.
Sweet.
So that's at
Nice.
www.lastwaltzpublishing.com.
Nice.
Thank you.
Right.
Another bit of gothic horror.
Now, speaking of anthologies, D. Cooper, the queen of us all here in the written universe,
The queen.
is putting together, some of you may know, is putting together a horror anthology. The idea behind these anthologies is to give rookies a chance to get some exposure.
Mm-hmm.
That works best if there are at least a handful of established writers in the anthology as well.
Mm-hmm.
This one, this latest one, which it's coming out, it's called either It Came from Hell or Straight Out of Hell or
I think
something.
it was Came from Hell.
Yeah, straight out of hell feels like.
Yeah, something. She's still playing with it.
Right.
It should be very soon available for pre-order with a release date of Halloween. There are still some spots available in it. Some of you more established writers, please
You just wanted to read.
submit a story. It doesn't take much. It only needs to be like 2,500 words.
Mm-hmm.
Submit a story. Give these brand new rookie writers some exposure. Help them out.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Lend your name to something. You get paid. It ain't much. It's like you got $25 for a story or whatever, but it's something, and you're helping out rookie authors. So
Share a link with us.
get off your ass and write a fucking short story. Damn it!
It's only 2,500 words. You can literally do that in one setting.
The problem is I can't do shorts.
I don't.
No.
I can't.
No, you look good in panties. I like you in panties better.
You wait till I come over, Jack.
I like the assless chaps, Ricky. I gotta go with the assless.
I think technically all chaps are assless, though. Aren't they?
Yeah, you're right. Technically.
I've been trying to tell people that.
I jumped on the OnlyFans bandwagon.
And you don't want to wear
OnlyFans
them
Ricky
if you
Fleet.
Or we could call you Ricky Shorts, but no.
I love Damon right now. I'm done. He's part of the show. I'm through.
Okay, Dungeon Dan, last thoughts.
I haven't been able to think since we started, guys. I'm
We
still
were
just writing
gonna
reviews.
say something.
I'm writing reviews. I'm working on my review for Prey, the new Predator movie.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that should be up by tomorrow. And
Do you like it?
50-50. It's
Oh.
it's Disney, so you're gonna get a lot of Disney shit into it.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but I will tell you this: you're gonna see a few scenes where you're like, you are not gonna fucking do that. Don't freak out, Jen. Don't break the damn TV.
Mhm.
It just let it work out. You'll sit there going, oh, thank God. But I like what you did.
Okay, so
Ooh.
bind her hands.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm planning
So
on actually
now the
watching
next show,
that.
Damon's gonna like, I'm not even on the show. Dan, you made me watch Prey, asshole.
I'm planning on actually starting that the moment this show ends because I have it. So I was
Thank you,
planning on
Jack.
watching that. So
By the way, before it's not my turn, Damon, ask Frisky Fleet to say boobies and see what happens. I love that. I love it. Ever since he did it
Do
on
it.
that one show.
do it,
Would
do
you
it.
please say
Boobies.
boobies for?
Thank you, Ricky.
I can't write porn. I can't write porn.
Good.
Boobies.
Can you say it?
Say boobies.
Boobies.
Nice.
That's why I
Speaking of
tear people apart instead.
Speaking of the naughty bits, Jennifer Amato.
Yeah, good luck with this one. Yeah, this is gonna go right.
Yeah.
Yep. Hmm.
I am on. Stop it. I am on almost coming up on 41,000 words on my book. Thank you. I am part of that anthology that you were talking about, Jeff, that D. Cooper has started with Angry Eagle Publishing, the horror anthology. I was just told that I was going to be part of the author symposium that is included in that. So I'm really excited about my first author debut. And then I will be working with her on my book. She is amazing. So definitely check out Angry Eagle Publishing if you are ever looking to, whether it's to write a short story or you have a novel that you want to get out there, definitely check them out. AngryEaglePublishing.com. Also, that's pretty much it. I guess, I don't know. I'm in Ohio with my buddy Jason, so
And nobody's bleeding.
I
There's
can't
no
even
blood.
be upset.
There's
Wait,
no
wait till the camera stops rolling.
I know. That's why I'm
Yeah.
pissed. I was expecting blood.
If you guys don't hear from me by the next podcast, just rest assured I want an autopsy.
Well,
Will not be natural.
speaking of which, Jason, if you want to start weeping now, you can. But give
I
us
know
your last
crying is a
thoughts.
free action. We're good.
He's put up. I
Sweet.
came here and was drunk already, so that he knew what he was getting himself into. So we're there.
Dumbass handed you the vodka.
Yeah, you gave me it. He gave me the vodka.
I think we know who to blame. You are
yeah.
blameless. Yeah, you're blameless in this, Jen.
I am.
Because
I'm a victim.
You are
Well,
a
I mean,
victim.
fucking
Oh,
look
I'm
at him.
sorry. I didn't toddler-proof the house.
He shoved it down my throat.
He literally looks like an Italian drug pusher standing on a street corner. I mean, look at the fucking guy.
I don't mean to generalise, but there are stereotypes for a reason, Jack, aren't there?
Yes, there are. And he is the shining example of said such example.
Yeah, this upstanding
Shameful.
young citizen right here.
Absolutely shameful. Final words.
You sexy bastard.
Final words. Oh God. I'm on a bit of a horror hiatus at the moment. My lit RPG is going great guns, so I'm going to be spending most of my focus in terms of writing on that. In terms of the podcast, we didn't really get into curses much, but the ones we did get into were quite fascinating. Damon, it was great to meet you, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you on again sometime. Jen and Jason, we'll try and separate them next time. So at least there's some geographical separation. If not audible
Cheers.
separation.
I think the next time that we come on air, I will be back in Arizona. So
We'll warn them.
And
It's
maybe
been a
less
great-
drunk.
No.
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 That's wishful
Okay.
thinking.
Because they
Back
come
on-
back out of the Everclear, though.
Everclear all
Yeah.
the way. Yeah, no, it's been a great night, everyone.
If my fiance didn't drink it all.
Send you with a
Yeah.
bottle.
So you're
Yeah.
a victim again, Jen.
I am again.
Again, damn it.
Femme fatale.
Well, I had a blast. Like this was even more chicanery than I even expected.
I warned you.
Whole
I
new
warned
level.
you,
Yeah.
Damon. I
We
Good
warned
were
word,
warned.
I was warned.
Good word.
I
dude.
heard a whole new level of
I
bullshit.
even told you,
You
ignore
did.
me.
This is literally a show for friends hanging out at
Yeah.
the bar,
Mhm.
talking about shit. We all gonna
Yeah.
try to talk about a thing, but we're all drinking, having fun, and yeah,
Yeah.
Things
you'll
get
wind
weird.
up with this.
Things get weird a little bit. You know, somebody's not wearing pants. Somebody's breaking out
We're all
voodoo
wearing
dolls.
Hey, dude.
Oh no, anal leakage. You know, we got it all. You cover it all.
Jack twerking is the highlight of the podcast.
That's it, right
Yep.
there.
No,
Right
it's
there.
not technically twerking because you have to have an ass to twerk.
It does work better that way.
I'll take what I can get, Jack, honestly.
Well, hey, baby,
Oh God, here we go again.
and right now.
Is that a
Jeff,
Steve?
can you send me the file once we're done, mate, please?
Oh yeah, I'll send you two. Left cheek, right cheek.
Oh boy.
Can I get that video?
$9.95.
With
I ain't
inflation,
paying, bitch.
no, you need, with inflation, Jack, it needs to be $14.95.
Hey, don't make me give y'all the front twerk.
I can
'cause
get one
will.
for free from James.
And right now, I swear to God, my poor guy Jeffy is just going, "What the fuck did I create?"
Yeah,
Like,
he's going to close us out, Jeff. For the love of God, close us out.
yeah.
Good idea at the time.
And it.
I was going to talk about stuff I've got going on, but how the fuck can I do that after Jack's fucking butt cheek? So,
No coming
Jack,
back from it.
you asshole.
Tell us
Take
about
it
your
from
damn. Tell us
Yeah,
about the
tell
Science
us.
Press. Tell us
Tell
about
us,
the
tell us,
Guardians
tell
of
us.
the Apocalypse. Let us know where to find you, you ding
Book
dong.
9 of Guardians of the Apocalypse, the final book for at least a long time, comes out on the 30th.
Oh, nice.
Comes out on the 30th. Paperback should be out at the same time. Audiobook, I don't know. Matt Crow is busy as always. So who knows how long that's going to take.
Is the pre-order up?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna go pre-order then.
Awesome. Yeah, so we've got the anthology coming up. Monday night, Scott Baker and I are doing our Battle Tested History podcast. We will be discussing King Arthur.
Ah,
Ooh, cool.
He's technically not an historical figure, but
How dare you?
How is he not?
that's just
How
it.
dare you?
That's just it. It's
We're
so,
taking everything from you, Ricky.
the
That's
King
right.
Arthur, the King Arthur mythos is so intertwined with British folklore that it doesn't matter. that it's
History,
not real.
Jeff. History. You got the wrong
Dirty
word.
British lies.
Yeah, goddamn colonials. I'm shaking my fist in angst at you right now. God damn.
Yes, well, you can enjoy being peace-willing bastards that you are. Anything else?
Yeah, grab your gun, Ricky, and go. Oh, never mind. Wait, never mind.
No.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
And
oh no, she didn't.
Oh, yes, she did.
And speaking of Scott
Pen.
Baker, he will be on the next padded room.
Yes.
I believe we're also going to have Doc Fried with us.
Nice.
Oh,
Well,
Doc is awesome.
that will be the 20th. And in the meantime, Who fucking knows? Jack.
All right, guys. This has been the padded room. Obviously, it's the fucking padded room. God, you're fucking looking at the situation that we're dealing with here. We have got the craziest freaking people I've ever dealt with in my entire life. Oh shit,
Thanks.
Damon, I'm sorry. But
We've always got to have one normal person on, haven't we?
yeah,
Jack
and
is unglued.
wait, you said normal person. Where the? Oh, I'm sorry to the normal person that we left them out this week. It happens. You know, it's okay. But guys, once again,
No.
beautiful episode. This has been one of the most fun things I've done this week, and as always, it lived up to my expectations. Totally off the fucking rails. My hat's over there on the floor. I forgot I tossed it
blew off
earlier.
the train.
So it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. I
Oz.
still have the I don't even have the fucking whistle anymore. Yeah, I have the whistle.
Jack's lost it. He's lost it all.
Well, when you had
This
to jump
has
from the-
been the padded room. I'm Jack Childress. That's Jeff Thompson. That's Dungeon Dan. That is Jennifer and Jason. I swear to God, I don't even know why we let them on. That's my sexy man, Ricky Fleet. And Damon Manx, thank you so much for putting up with this retarded, ridiculous fucking thing we just did here today. We will see you guys in 2 weeks.
It's great to be
This is the padded room, and we are out.
Peace out.
Bye.
Neighbours.